unbeaten Cuban heavyweight contender Frank Sanchez has called out Tyson Fury. Now, we know that Fury is apparently looking for an opponent for a summer fight. Frank Sanchez says he's available at a moment's notice. So, in an interview with Boxing Scene, he said, Tyson is a great fighter, no question, but lately he's been talking more than fighting. He is sitting on the belt. Tyson has grown fat and lazy as a champion. He's talking more than fighting at this point. Shut up and defend your title. He says he cannot find an opponent. Well, I am ready at a moment's notice. I believe in my heart that I am the best heavyweight in the world. All I need is a chance to prove it. I have to do whatever it takes to stay busy in my career. I'm going back to camp with Eddie Reynoso at the end of the month. One way or another, I will be fighting this summer. I cannot be inactive. I recently took a tune-up fight to stay busy because it is better than not fighting. But I want to fight top names like Fury, Wilder, Ruiz, Usyk, and Joshua. My time is coming soon, but it is becoming more and more difficult to stay patient. All right, those are the words of Frank Sanchez. Now, couple of things. If you're going around claiming to be the greatest heavyweight of all time like Tyson Fury is, then you have to be taking on the likes of a Frank Sanchez on a regular basis. Fighters of that ilk. Hrgovic, Hunter, Bacoli, Zhang, Joyce, Ruiz, Joshua. You have to clean out the division. That's the bare minimum requirement for being considered among, let's say, the top 5 heavyweights of all time. Bare minimum. Tyson Fury has never come close to doing that, and he doesn't seem to want to do that. He wants to con his way into the top 5 heavyweights of all time by lowering the bar of entry to accommodate his resume. But anyone who actually knows boxing history, and isn't a Fury fanboy will obviously see through what he's doing. But as Frank Sanchez said, he's available for a summer fight. So if Fury actually wants to prove himself, there it is. Now look, if the Usyk fight gets locked in for December, and it's a very big if, given the fact that Fury's just ducked Usyk twice. But if the Saudis come up with a figure that Tyson Fury just can't refuse, and the Usyk fight gets locked in for the end of this year, then I can accept him not facing someone like a Frank Sanchez, who, by the way, is ranked number 4 with the WBC. Tyson Fury, of course, being WBC champion. Above Frank Sanchez are Anthony Joshua, Andy Ruiz, and Deontay Wilder. Well, Fury's already beaten Wilder, so we don't want to see him fight Wilder again anytime soon. He says that Andy Ruiz priced himself out, but Ruiz disputes that. Anthony Joshua's probably fighting Wilder, so that discounts him. The next highest ranked available contender is Frank Sanchez at number 4. If we reach the end of this year and the Fury-Usyk fight hasn't happened, and there's no prospect of it happening, then we can retroactively call this a duck if he doesn't fight Sanchez. Yeah, we can call it that. Because Fury knows what his intention is right now. He knows whether he wants to fight Usyk in December or not. Now look, if Tyson Fury did fight Frank Sanchez, how would I expect the fight to go? I think it would be a very, very interesting fight. It would be the first time that Tyson Fury's fought a mover for many, many years. Frank Sanchez has got fast feet, he's got fast hands. He's not a massive puncher, but he's a sharp puncher. He managed to stun Efe Ajagba and drop him in their fight. I'm not sure I'd pick him to beat Fury, but I'd definitely pick him to give Fury a very awkward night's work and make Fury look somewhat clumsy and slow. Now, Fury's not a slow heavyweight, but we're so used to seeing him fight plodders or fighters with poor footwork like Deontay Wilder that we can sometimes overestimate how quick Tyson Fury is because of the people he's in the ring with. When you see him in the ring with someone who can really move, like a Frank Sanchez, an Alexander Usyk, somebody like that, it will all of a sudden dawn on people that Tyson Fury isn't as fast as they thought he was. And in fact, it's going to be so jarring to some people that they're going to be saying that Tyson Fury's turned old overnight, when that won't necessarily be the case. It's just you haven't seen him in there against someone that has foot speed for so long. Well, Deontay Wilder's got foot speed, but he doesn't have the kind of footwork, the type of coordination that a Frank Sanchez has with his feet, or an Alexander Usyk has with his feet. Deontay Wilder's balance is all over the place most of the time. He can get it together to throw a straight right hand, and even then it takes him a while to get it together. Whereas with a Frank Sanchez, I mean, his balance is excellent, and he can get off all types of different shots in a split second. You put one foot wrong, he can hit you with a left hook, a right hand, uppercut, jab, different types of right hand. In a split second, he's that sharp. Deontay Wilder can't do that. He has to get his feet right. You have to be in the right position. He has to get all his ducks in a row before he can let the right hand go with accuracy. That's why, for example, in the Luis Ortiz rematch, he barely threw anything because he was cognizant of the fact that if his balance ain't right and he throws, he's going to get countered. That's why he gave away all those rounds, because he weren't trying to get countered. With someone like a Frank Sanchez, he's much better balanced than Deontay Wilder, much sharper. So he will be able to throw more, and he'll be able to take more chances and exploit more of Tyson Fury's mistakes. So I would very much like to see Tyson Fury versus Frank Sanchez. I can understand Sanchez's frustration, and that brings me on to the next point, which is the fact that Sanchez is with PBC. PBC are known for their fighters being inactive, either denying their fighters opportunities to fight people who are signed to other promoters and other networks by way of blocking those fights in some instances, or simply not working hard enough to get them those opportunities. I don't know how long Frank Sanchez has left to run on his PBC contract, but he might want to look to get out of it and go sign with a different promoter, be it Bob Arum, Oscar De La Hoya, Eddie Hearn, whoever. Because look how stagnant the PBC heavyweights are right now. Wilder hasn't fought since the Helenius KO. Andy Ruiz hasn't fought since the Ortiz bout. A lot of inactivity over there. So yeah, Sanchez might want to look, if he can, to jump ship to a different outfit. Anyway, let me know what you guys think about all this in the comment section below. Are you sick and tired of the mainstream mindset? Does the dogmatic conformity and pathological ignorance have you tearing your hair out in frustration? Then don't be alone. Come and join our brotherhood on Patreon. We stand as a beacon of reason against an army of insanity. You'll gain access to my weekly topical podcast, where we take more deep dives than Jacques Cousteau on an endless variety of subjects. There's also videos, interviews, live Q&As, as well as a vast back catalogue of previous episodes, including my popular Confessions of a Nightclub Bouncer series. You can listen via the Patreon app or download in high-quality MP3. Connect with myself and hundreds of other members in our Element chat group. There's no contract, no commitment, you can cancel at any time, and it's cheaper than a Mickey D's McMuffin. Just head to my Patreon page via the link below this video and select the tier called the Brotherhood of Reason. I'll see you over there.